So I was meant to draw this and I drew that. But anyways, the practicing is going okay. It's another miserable day out here, so I'm going to teach you how to make the best omelette. You'll need a pan and something to cover the pan with. We're going to need a bowl to mix our omelette in. We're going to need 3 eggs, some fresh cream. We're going to need some real butter, so none of that rapeseed oil shit, just normal butter. We're going to use some cheese, so I'm using some white cheddar. You can use shredded cheese. I'm using block cheese that I'm going to cut up into pieces. I'm also going to use some ham. You can use any kind of ham, but I feel like some nice, good quality ham works quite well. We're going to use 45 grams. Some salt and some pepper. And lastly, the most important ingredient is honey. So some real normal honey, not the squeezy shit honey that you get in shops, but some good honey that costs like a little bit more, but this will make the flavors pop. So we've got all of our ingredients here: salt, pepper, fresh cream, ham, honey, cheese, butter, eggs. That's all you need. Start preparing and cut up our cheese. If you have a dog, make sure to pay your cheese tax. This is an important step. We want to cut up our ham, so cut it up just like that. You also have to pay your ham tax. So you want to crack 3 eggs into this bowl. You want to add a little bit of fresh cream. Then for 3 eggs you want to add 4 grinds of salt and 10 grinds of pepper. Now what you want to do is you want to take a fork to this mixture and whisk quite a bit. Our mixture is going to look something like this. Organization is everything, so here's our mixed eggs, our prepared ham, sliced cheese, butter and honey. So now we want to preheat our pan. We want to use a generous amount of this butter because butter is good for us. So we're going to butter this pan. Make sure to butter all of the edges so the butter is equally coated everywhere. You don't want to burn the butter too. You want to make sure not to burn the butter. This is very important. Now we can add our eggs to the pan. And then while keeping it on a medium heat, we want to cover the pan with a lid. So while the omelette is cooking, we can do some cleaning. You know, we have some dirty stuff right here, so we can just clean it for like 3 minutes while this omelette's making. Let's check in on our omelette. We want to give it a little bit of a shake. Make sure we're doing okay. This omelette is going to be ready when there's no more liquid. So you can see a little bit of liquid right there. So when this liquid disappears, right away you have to put on your ham. So now that there's no more liquid in this omelette, you want to put on your ham. Put in like a line. Doesn't have to be clean or anything, just put it in. And then you want to put on some honey into your omelette. So you take a little bit of honey and you drizzle it around your omelette, just like that. Now we can put on our cheese. So put it on in like a line. make sure you cover the whole side of the omelette. So basically make sure it looks like this. So one side is not covered and then the other side is covered with ham and cheese. Just take your spatula and basically just do this. That's one nice omelette. So what you want to do now is just take your omelette, put it on the pan or on the plate. I top that off with some butter and some sourdough bread. And then some nice sourdough bread. Just go on the pan. And cover it up. Look at this nice sourdough. So what you want to do now is just take a bit of honey and add it to your sourdough. Cut it up nicely so it's digestible. And put it on our plate. Voila! Omelette with sourdough bread with honey. Bon appetit. Okay, so you must be wondering, why did I just make a YouTube tutorial on how to make an omelette? Well, number one, I really like these omelettes. I've been making them for the past like 3 months and eating them almost every single morning, so I've perfected the recipe. That's how I eat it every single morning now, and it's nice. And if you want to make it, then make it, and if you don't, then I guess you're missing out. So the second reason on why I made this YouTube tutorial on how to make an omelette is because I feel like my channel is really limited, and I've set these limitations myself to my channel on what I can record and what I can do. Like most of the times it's just me recording, taking my camera out and recording myself talk for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes straight. And you know what? I just wanted to add a little bit of variety to my channel. Like, it's my channel. I am deciding on what I want to record and what I don't want to record. So I feel like setting these limitations is limiting my creativity. Now, number 3. I yesterday spoke on my last video, you can check it out, on being a creator instead of being a consumer. And you know, today I had a day off from work, I'm not feeling the best, and I stayed at home, and you know what? I nearly just sat all day and consumed, but I didn't. I said, you know what? I'm going to make my omelette, and I'm going to actually record the process of making this omelette, because I haven't done anything like this in the past. I've seen cooking tutorials in the past, and I have no idea how they're made. I have no idea how to record and how difficult it is. So to be honest, it's quite difficult. Like, I struggle with doing 2 things at the same time, and now this is, some people call this multitasking. So I really struggle with this 2 things at one time thing, and everyone that I know would agree on this. So I tried to challenge myself and be like, you know what, I'm going to make an omelette and actually record at the same time. Like, what's a better way to practice doing 2 things at the same time than to cook and record at the same time, which was actually quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's the main reasons on why I recorded this tutorial. Now, expect more flavorful videos in the future, and I don't mean recipes by flavorful. I mean, like, expect more variety. Can't say this word, variety, because like, yeah, I'm kind of sick of the old format videos. I'll record more of my day. I'll record little snippets of what I'm doing. And you know what, even like if no one watches it, it's kind of like for myself just to watch in the future, just to be like, you know what, in like 10 years, see how I used to be 10 years ago. And that's pretty cool in my opinion. Like, YouTube gives us that power to like journal. Like, I see this as a journal in a way. Like, I've looked in the past at my old videos that I've made like a year and a half ago, and you know, it's like, it's nice seeing it. It's like, okay, like, you know, you've no idea how you used to be, because you forget. Like, that's why I keep a journal. Even like reading my journal when I wrote it like 2 years ago, it's like interesting. It's like seeing a glimpse of how you used to be, and you know, this is a time when we can see a bit of progress and how we've grown as a person. So yeah, this is going to be a little change to this channel, and I mean, we'll still keep it some kind of motivational. So what's today's quote? Yeah, be a creator instead of being a consumer. Like, create more. If you consume a lot, then you're not going to have your creative side unlocked. Like, the more you consume, the more you hide your creative side. And we all know that it's the creative side of ourselves that actually makes us progress in life. Because if you want to achieve anything in life, you got to create. And if you want to get stuck in life, then you got to consume. So that's my little motivational, or whatever you want to call it, quote for today. And yeah, I hope you tried the omelette recipe, because it's actually really nice. So I'm gonna try and edit this video right now just to see if I can like make it some kind of nice edit for like this omelette recipe. I have no idea on how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, I'm gonna try and have fun with it. I have nothing else better to do today, so yeah, it's a miserable day, like I said. So like always, stay tuned, and yeah, peace.